gonna haphazardly check out the guitar styles of a couple of guys and from where they met Gray. You know, with the shared influences and you know the roots of some of his music and things like that. So Peter Green with the original Fleetwood Mac used to play a song live called God, what's it called? It was done by Duster Bennett, Jumping at Shadows. So this guy, Duster Bennett, he might have been blind, I'm not sure, but apparently he like sat in a chair. He had a harmonica rack, and he played brilliant tongue block harmonica at that time, which was kind of unheard of anyway in Britain. You know, at that time everybody was puckering. You know, no disrespect to pucker players, but he wrote this great song, and Peter Green was always quite sure to name check him, Duster Bennett, and it proved to be a great vehicle for you know, a nice lyric for Peter Green to get stuck into, and some nice changes, you know, something a bit different that he could do with his lovely phrasing and stuff, which is kind of what he's known for, isn't it? Don't know if my crooked old fingers will quite play this, but yeah, like I say, haphazard. Let's see. So there's yeah, I'm going to jump straight into the second verse. Lord have mercy, think I'll go insane. Devil's been getting at me, got me down again. I've been jumping shadows, thinking by my life. So that was basically it, like, you know, and he turns to reverb and you know, the chords actually change. It goes into a middle part for the solo. I think it starts in the 4 chord, right? So it's like anyway, basic idea. We'll just play with the original thing. So he's going like. Little moves like that. And then goes into this chord here. So he might go. Well, he wouldn't do that. It's a bit fruity, that, isn't it? I've got too much of a fondness for doing that. You can do blues like right in that position as well, which is sweet. As long as you don't overdo it, you know. Bring out the flavour of the chord and try not to, you know, too many ingredients in the gumbo. But yeah, obviously he's very good at that stuff. Yeah. And the BB King stuff. Yeah, you should check out because it's some nice moves that he has. Freddie King was a big influence on you know, BB King, obviously, Freddie King as well. Albert King, you know, according to interviews, it's harder for me to hear that because I'm not a massive Albert King guy, but certainly BB, and in a song like Stop Messing Me Around, you'll hear the swing that he has. It comes right out of Freddie King, who was always also then, I should say, a massive influence on Clapton. So B flat here, which not likely the key it was played in, but at the last waltz they do Bobby Blue Bland's Further On Up the Road. And Clapton, you know, is just morphs into Freddie King, and whatever way Yves Van Halen's got the groove going, he gets right on top of it and pulls these amazing phrases and stuff. And, you know, if anybody ever loses their faith in Clapton or starts to think he's perhaps not that good, you know, you gotta you know, reacquaint yourself with that particular performance. For me, it's fantastic what he does. I can't really, it's like, can't really do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you might do like repeating this. He's very good at those, and they'll be messy. You hear that, and that's part of what makes it. So anyway, Freddie King, like, what's the crack? He's amazing. You have to check him out. And apparently, crisscrossing again early in his career, record companies were sort of turning him down, and not promoting him as much as what he would have liked, because he was too similar, they thought, to B.B. King then. They could hear the influence too much. So he really then developed his voice, on guitar, but his vocal style as well. Got, the songs that he sang were a bit more funky and stuff as well, and really distinguished himself, But yeah, if you dig blues guitar, check out Freddie King, whether that's via Clapton or it doesn't really matter. But there's so much to learn from him. He's one of the best. He's one of the best of all time. I love him. Freddie King, man, and BB, of course, and Clapton, and Peter Green, and also Duster Bennett. Good night.